What it do, what it don't, what it is, what it isn't. You already know what this is. This is Once We Are Not the Same, a magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into. ZN, I'm your host P Fire, aka P the Easy Way, and this is another episode of 5 Bits With. And on today's episode, I got a special guest. You already know, we're gonna do it like we do it. I'm gonna go around the camera, come back in, and we're gonna get it. So let's get it. Peace. Yes, my beautiful people, the special guest is none other than me, P Fire, Phoenix the Fireboy, your host extraordinaire. So here we are. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. So today I'm going to give you 5 of my winter essentials. Now that we're coming out of winter, moving into spring, I'm going to show you 5 pieces that have basically kept me alive in the winter. And we're going to start with this beautiful yellow David TC. They call me Mellow Yellow. All right, enough of that, guys. So this David TC, you can see why I've chosen it. Obviously, you know, it's a bit of a big boy, very nice, do you know what I mean? Warm, you know, got a really good hood, of course, you know what I'm saying? So that will keep you from the tappity tap tap. Plus, if the wind is going, then you know that you're at least, you know, semi-protected from the elements. So this is why this is a staple piece, do you know what I mean? It's also very stylish. If you get cold, I normally put my hands in here, walking down the street with my hands in a skyrocket. I normally put my hands there. I don't put them there because it's a bit weird. It sort of catches, if you see what I'm saying. Let me give you the twirl RJ, the RJ to the twirl. You know how we do this, just so you can remember the piece. I did this review on my channel some time back, so if you want to watch a full review of that, go do it, you know what I'm saying? I will always appreciate it. So yeah, this I picked up from the outlet, and ever since then it's been one of my staple pieces. Once again, you know, the good old heady days of the outlet when the guys used to look after man, and you know what I mean, and yeah, and the prices were gorgeous, you know. Bring back those days, we miss you. Shout out Hackney Outlet. Moment of silence. And we're back in the room. So, yeah, my beautiful people, this is one of my staples. You would have seen me in this if you've seen me around town and it's cold. More likely, you've seen me in this piece. You know what I'm saying? So, piece 1. I hope you like this one. Beautiful piece. If you get a chance, definitely pick this up. Obviously, it's got the primer loft in there. You know what I mean? Padded. You know, this has got some good feathers. Even if it does leave feathers on your clothing, it's all good. It's a nice bit of padding. Of course, let me show you the old David to the TC. Et voila, right there. Yeah, really nice, warm, keeps me alive in the cold, and yeah, what more can I say? Super dope piece, love it. Let's go to the second piece. Another staple piece. Again, you would have seen me in this if you've seen me around town. You know, this is nothing new. Like, I do love to wear the pieces that have all the functionality and keep me warm. We live in a cold country, so, you know, I'm not out here wearing tank tops. Yeah, I don't even know, vests and stuff, you know. Unfortunately, we've got to put the layers, but also fortunately, because I'm a man who loves to layer. So what we have here, guys, is this beautiful presidential knit. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you a little close-up, a little twirl to the RJ, boom, boom. Of course, you've got that super, super soft lamb's leather. I might have made that up, but I think this is lamb's wool. So, you know, this is calf leather, I think. I'm not far off. It's calf leather. If you feel this, super soft. And you see the embellishment there. It's like that old Stone Island hat that you might have seen knocking around. Super nice, beautiful, super soft leather to the touch. And of course, like I said, you got this lamb's wool inner. I think it's lamb's wool, but who knows? Guys, this piece here is a staple. You would have seen me in this if you've seen me around a million times. You'll know because it has the leather hood. You know what I'm saying? Guys, this is like super warm. It's like if I'm going outside and I know it's going to be cold, for example, if I'm going to hit the streets and bloody do a 24-hour queue up, we don't do those anymore, but you know, summer's coming, so you never know what might be coming up. But yeah, if I was gonna do one of those, I'll definitely put this on. Do you know what I mean? If I'm going to the Antarctic, this is definitely one of my layers that is going underneath. It's super warm. If you wear it on the wrong day, you're going to be, you know, sweating buckets, but you'd rather have that in the cold, do you know what I mean, than make the mistake of wear something thin. So this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. This is 2017, I believe, one of my favorite years of Stone Island. This is a 2017 piece, I believe. Of course, you've got left-hand side, right-hand side, two little pockets there. You put your bar of gold, your bar of silver in that one. You're good to go. Nothing too crazy. Really nice. Of course, you've got the zip. It's a double zip, so you can unzip like that, or you can zip in the normal way. Super, super nice. Gotta love it. So yeah, not much more to say on this piece other than it's super warm, it does the job, and it does what it says on the tin. Guys, the next piece is this under layer here, kind of like a little thermal layer that I like to wear underneath. You know, for when the cold is cold in and it's colder than a polar bear's toenail, you need that extra bit of layering. This is what I do. A nice little liner, nothing too crazy, but something that will keep the heat in. This is a Plurimus liner. Shout out Fabio at Plurimus, love every time. And this liner is one of my favorites. The pockets are in this position, but it's a liner, so it doesn't matter. You know, deep enough pockets, again, you can put your chalet, you can put your skis, you're good to go. But you're not trying to do that. It's supposed to keep you warm, not carry everything that you own. Anyway, so super dope liner. Let me give you the 12 to the RJ to the 12. You know what I'm saying? Little Plurimus. You see the gradients there. You see the grooves. You know what I'm saying? Really, really dope. Bit of coffages, office to the coffage. Love that. Yeah, really, really nice. Obviously, you got your Plurimus logo right there. Beautiful. And this comes from, I'm not sure which Plurimus jacket, off the top of my head, I can't quite remember, but yeah, it comes from one of the Plurimus jackets that I picked up, and yeah, super nice liner. So you have this underneath your hoodie or your jumper, then you're good. I wouldn't wear this under a jumper. I would only wear it under a hoodie. The reason being, if it gets too hot, you can zip down the hoodie. If you're wearing a jumper and then you've got this underneath, now you're doing too much because you've got to take the whole jumper off just to get to this. So when I do my layering, I always think ahead. You know, I'll have a coat as your top layer, then I'll have that hoodie layer right there. You know what I'm saying? Super nice. You keep it nice and chilled. I might have a jacket also over the hoodie layer. So it just depends on how cold it is, but we're not doing too much because we're coming to spring now. So I'd go jacket, hoodie, layer, and then we're at least three layers in. You know what I'm saying? Super nice piece this. Love it. Love the shape of the bottom. Just a bit of curvature right there. You know we always love a bit of curvature in this world full of squares. Yeah, really nice piece, man. Again, this can be worn on its own or as an additional layer, like I like to wear it underneath. And again, it keeps the body warm. Super nice. Yeah, just really, really dope piece. Of course, guys, you know you gotta have an underlayer. Some of you may wear a vest, some of you may wear a singlet, some of you may wear thermal underwears. Whatever works for you. I wear a t-shirt generally, and on today's episode of 5 Bits With, I've got this t-shirt here which is super dope. You know what I mean? A Garrick Park. You should know the play on words right here. You know, shout out to all my psychedelic crew. You know what I mean? Mad love to all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? So let me just give you a little close up of this t-shirt right here. Super dope, super fly, and yeah, man. By the way, I do these t-shirts. It's just a little side thing of mine that I've started. So you know, if you want one of these, I'll send you the link. But yeah, super nice. As you can see, a Garrick Park, a little play on the old Jurassic Park, just in case those of you have never been in the world for the last 20 years. Yeah, super dope. Always wear a nice t-shirt underneath. If it's super cold, I try and go for like a thicker t-shirt, like one of my old Essentials t-shirts. They're quite thick, or you know, just something with a bit of body. This is a normal t-shirt. This is a summer, spring, whatever t-shirt. So nothing extra. It's just what I'm wearing today. It was enough for the layering that I did. So yeah, just a nice little simple t-shirt that I would wear as the starting layer. So you start with the t-shirt, then you're gonna go to your little thermal underlayer. Then I'm gonna go with my hoodie on top. Now I'm nice and toasty. Put the coat on. Let's go. Who wants to war with me in the snow? Nobody. Why? Because I'm the warmest man around. Warm. K-trap voice. Anyway, guys, so that is the fourth piece. And as you can see, I got this thing on my head called a beanie. Now, we're not wearing beanies in spring. Some cool people are, but not me. This is winter, so of course I've got this, you know, Stone Island beanie. Other beanies are available. I copped this off Matt's Island a while back, so shout out my guy Matt, super nice. And yeah, let me just take this off and show you. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got the two-tone, you know what I'm saying, two-tone beanie. Obviously, you want to know if your beanies are real. Check the knitting. They got to at least look like that. You know what I'm saying? They got to be like one piece and foldable. You see what's going on there, guys. You know what I'm saying? Some real ribbing, some real knitting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Try and avoid fakes if you can, especially on the beanies, because the beanies look terrible, you know what I mean? Uncle and auntie, when you see them in the market and they got the beanies on, you know, they look cool as hell. But you, if you're trying to be, you know, actually part of the Stony gang and you got a fakie on, a moody, you know what I mean? It's not really the best look. I always wear my badge to the side. Why? Because hip hop taught me. So I wear it to the side, that the badge, left arm, I always wear it to the left hand side. I never wear this up front like that. That's just because, you know, like I said, hip hop taught me, and you know what it's like when you got extra melanin, you do things a little bit differently, you know. It's just how we do it, man. We're flyer than fly. But yeah, so, you know, that's how I do it. I'm sure there's many people going, oh my God, how old are you? Doesn't matter. This is who I am, people. So the final fifth piece is this beanie, and yeah, really dope. Keeps my head warm, super nice. Of course, the only thing with this is when you take it off, you're left with the Thanos forehead. Can you see it? Can you see the Thanos forehead? Boom, boom, boom. Also, RIP to my hairline. It used to be down there somewhere. Now it's like, phew, gone. But, you know, I'm still good looking on a Monday. Damn, today's a Friday. Ah, well. But yeah, Thanos forehead right there. You know what I mean? What can I do? Snap. All right, my beautiful people. So that was 5 bits with your boy, Phoenix the Fire Boy. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, please share if you fancy it. And of course, guys, I'm going to be dropping some content for you as always. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, let's keep it going. Happy 2025. More life, more blessings, more success. Let's get it. Peace. Guys, you already know what this is. This has been Once. We Are Not the Same, a magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into. The end. I'm your host, P Fire, aka P is for photography. I don't even know. Photography. Guys, I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. Stay dope. Peace.